Yo, today about to be reacting to. Hold on, it disappeared. Okay. Yo, today about to be reacting to the most painful NFL hits. Yo, today about to be reacting to the most painful NFL hits ever. Hey man, I love me a good hit, but when somebody get injured, bro, that's the sad day in America. But let's see what they're talking about.
Sean Taylor ends the Pro Bowl's piece. The Pro Bowl was supposed to be a lighthearted exhibition. Players laughing,
Somebody
no one
got fucked up in a Pro Bowl. Come on, man.
hard, everyone just coasting through the
Why you
motions.
hit sticking in a Pro Bowl? Bro, I hope he got fined for that.
Sean Taylor didn't do lighthearted. During the 2007 Pro Bowl, Bills punter Brian Moorman ran on a fake punt, thinking he could just step out of bounds. Big mistake.
Oh
Taylor
my
charged like
God,
a missile and
just leveled that. That's not funny. He probably got CTE or other bad injuries, bro. That's not funny.
hit him mid-air,
Bro, he
sending
just
Moorman
leveled him,
flipping
bro.
backward in one of the hardest hits ever seen. The sound
That was
alone
personal.
echoed through the stadium like a gunshot. The crowd gasped, Moorman's
the
helmet
clip.
flew off, and the entire tone of the game changed. Even players on the sidelines were stunned. It was a brutal reminder that Taylor didn't have an off switch. He played one way: fast, violent, and fearless. In an instant, he turned a laid-back showcase into a highlight reel of pure destruction. It wasn't
Play the clip, bro.
just a hit, it was a message. The Pro Bowl might have been for fun, but Sean Taylor wasn't playing games. The hit that created Tom Brady. Every dynasty
Not gonna
starts
shut us up.
somewhere, and this one began with a single devastating collision. In 2001, the Patriots faced the Jets when linebacker Mo Lewis delivered a bone-shattering hit on Drew Bledsoe.
Oh my
The hit drove
God.
Bledsoe out of bounds and into the turf with such force that he suffered internal bleeding. It could have ended a career, and in a way, it did. Because when Bledsoe went down, a sixth-round backup named Tom Brady stepped in. Nobody knew it then, but that tackle would change the entire course of NFL history.
Hate to see it, but hey, if he didn't get popped like that, man, we wouldn't have Tom Brady. So Tom Brady has whoever just popped his man.
The Jets ended up losing that game, and the Patriots gained a legend. It's wild to think that one violent play sparked 2 decades of dominance. Mo Lewis didn't just lay a hit, he accidentally ignited the greatest quarterback run of all time. That's the
Lewis,
kind of
that's
story
his name.
football gives you. Pain on one side, destiny on the other. One man's misfortune became another's legacy. And for Patriots fans, that collision is football fate caught in 4K Jack Tatum's Super Bowl decapitation. They called Jack Tatum the assassin for a reason. He didn't just hit people, he tried to erase them. In Super Bowl 11, Vikings receiver Sammy White ran a slant route and
Knocked
caught
his helmet off. I wish he showed the
the ball
but I don't like seeing injuries, don't get me wrong, but if he showed the end like the hits, then it'll add more context to this.
just long enough to regret it. Tatum launched himself like a torpedo,
Oh my
colliding
goodness,
so
never
hard
mind.
that White's helmet exploded off his head and flew several yards downfield. Somehow, White still held on to the football, but that hit became one of the most replayed moments of the 1970s brutality. It wasn't just about defense, it was about intimidation. Tatum embodied an era when violence was part of the game's identity, and the league glorified it. Players feared him, fans adored him, and
Hey, they can't do
What if
that
you can
today.
create your own website
Hey man,
by
I'm gonna get
saying,
a
this is
ad
what I
block when get
want?
monetized.
With Wix,
Don't worry about
you
it,
can.
y'all. They can't do that
and
today.
opponents called him
Yeah, it's fine.
ruthless, but that style
Suspended.
came with a cost. Tatum's reputation became both legendary and haunting. Watching it now, it feels less like a highlight and more like a time capsule from when safety wasn't even part of the vocabulary. He didn't just make tackles, he created memories that left permanent marks. The tackle that paralyzed Daryl Stingley. It was a
Hey, I
preseason
think
game
we
that
watched this in the last video about quarterbacks. No, wide receivers that got injured.
supposed to mean nothing, but one hit changed everything. In 1978, Patriots receiver Daryl Stingley went up for a pass against the Raiders, and Jack Tatum met him midair. The impact was sickening. Stingley fell motionless, never to walk again. The crowd
Good
went
luck,
silent.
that man.
Players knelt. A meaningless exhibition had turned into a life-altering tragedy. What made it worse was that Stingley and Tatum never reconciled. The collision created decades of bitterness. It forced
Man,
the
I'll be
league to take
mad
a
too, bro. What are you talking about? Cause I would want blood. I ain't gonna lie. I would put a hit on his head. Jokes, YouTube, jokes. But no, somebody gotta feel this. No
look
bull.
at player safety for the first time, though change came painfully slow. Stingley's courage afterward became legendary, but his story was also a warning. Football can take everything in one
I
instant. The
remember
footage
that.
isn't shown much anymore. It's too heavy, too real. But that moment reshaped how the NFL viewed violence. For the first time, the game's brutality wasn't just thrilling, it was terrifying. and the man lying still on the turf became the cost of a culture obsessed with contact. Chuck Hughes' on-field death. It's the darkest chapter in NFL history. In 1971, Lions receiver Chuck Hughes caught a pass late in a game against the Bears, jogged back to the huddle, and suddenly collapsed. No one knew what happened. Players waved frantically for help. The crowd of 60,000 fell silent.
This was on the last video too.
His medical staff sprinted onto the field. They tried everything. CPR, defibrillation, oxygen, but Hughes never woke up. He was 28. The game resumed minutes later, a surreal decision that still haunts many who were there. Hughes had suffered a heart attack brought on by an undiagnosed condition, but fans didn't know that then. They thought it was the tackle that killed him. To this day, he remains the only NFL player to die during a game. And every time a player goes down and doesn't get up right away,
RIP him, man.
Still hold their breath, haunted by that memory. It's a reminder that behind every bone-rattling hit, there's a line football can cross, and sometimes it crosses it for good. Reggie Bush gets jacked up.
Few players signed up for it though. Damn, he got a level.
Can cross, and sometimes it crosses it for.
He died doing what he loved. I said it before, I'm gonna say it again. He died doing what he loved. But hey, man, this is what y'all signed up for. Rest in peace to him.
Reggie Bush gets jacked up. Few plays define the word violence like this one. In the 2007 playoffs, Saints star Reggie Bush ran a swing route, turned upfield, and met Sheldon Brown at full speed. Brown didn't just tackle him, he detonated him. Bush's body went limp midair. His mouthpiece flew, and the crowd erupted like an explosion. Somehow, Bush got up and walked away, but the replay looked like a car crash in slow motion. It was clean, legal, and absolutely devastating. Even today, commentators still use it as a measuring stick for hard hits. The timing, the impact, the reaction, it was perfect football theater. The play symbolized the danger receivers face when quarterbacks hang them out to dry. 1 second, you're sprinting toward the
literal hospital pass
zone. The next, you're horizontal and wondering what state you're in. It's shocking, cinematic, and unforgettable. Exactly the kind of play fans both love and fear. Because every time someone gets jacked up, there's always that split second of wondering if they'll get up at all. Ryan Clark versus Willis McGahee. It was Ravens versus Steelers, the most physical rivalry in football. In the 2009 AFC Championship, Ryan Clark came across the field like a missile and collided with Willis McGahee. The sound was horrifying. Both players lay motionless, the crowd silent. Trainers rushed in, fearing the worst. This wasn't just a big hit. It was a moment that
that wasn't even him.
Trainers rushed.
Bro, that's a whole different team, dog. That's on the Browns.
Fearing the worst. This wasn't just a big hit. It was a moment that froze everyone watching. McGahee was eventually carted off, but the play left a scar on fans' memories. It was a collision.
Bro, I will retire after this, bro. I'm not playing
that perfectly captured the brutality of that rivalry. No finesse, no trick plays, just raw, punishing violence. It's like this were the reason the NFL later tightened concussion protocols and cracked down on helmet-to-helmet contact.
That's that CTE. Got that bad. I'm retiring.
Time though, it was glorified. Commentators praised it, fans replayed it, and every player watching knew this was what it meant to be in the AFC North. Pain wasn't an accident. It was the identity. And Clark's hit became the symbol of football's line between power and peril. Patrick Willis destroys Brad Smith.
I seen this in real time. Oh my God. I hope he can walk again.
Patrick Willis didn't just tackle people, he erased them. During a game against the Jets, Brad Smith caught the ball and turned upfield for what looked like a routine gain. But Willis read it instantly. In 2 strides, he launched like a missile, delivering a hit so clean and violent that Smith's body folded like paper. It was the perfect combination of timing, speed, and
it looked like it should have been 2 torn ACLs in the fucked up spine. I hope you
power. Even the 49ers sideline winced. Smith, a converted quarterback, wasn't used to hits like that, and it showed. Willis helped redefine what a modern linebacker looked like: faster than running backs, stronger than linemen, and relentless in pursuit. This play became one of his career highlights, a moment that showed why he was feared by everyone who dared cross the middle. You can almost hear the breath leave the stadium. But first, only cool people are subscribed to this.
to get up and celebrate.
So hit that subscribe button before we go any further.
For
Ray
sure, my
Lewis
boy.
erases a man mid-return. When you think hit stick, you think Ray Lewis. During a missed field goal return against the Broncos, Chris McAllister took off for what would become a record-breaking touchdown. But the real highlight came in the middle of the field. As McAllister sprinted past midfield, one Denver player tried to chase him down, and Ray
Oh my
Lewis
God.
ended pursuit with the force of a train derailment. The collision
Imagine being in the backfield with Ray Lewis. Boy.
like a glitch in reality. One man running, the next second gone. The blocker didn't just get hit, he disappeared from the frame. It was a reminder that Lewis didn't just play linebacker, he hunted. Every step he took had intent. Every hit had a purpose. And this one showed why he was the heartbeat of Baltimore's defense. The touchdown counted, but the hit stole the moment. It was ruthless efficiency in motion. For Ray Lewis, contact wasn't just physical, it was personal. Every tackle said the same thing. Cross my feet.
I'm so proud. Ooh, I'm so proud to see you alive, bro. That's three, I want to say two, but really 3 helmets coming in this collision. You got hit so hard, your helmet came off. If he don't got CTE, he got CTE plus, something worse than CTE.
And you pay for it in pain.
I just came up
Hines
with that.
Ward breaks a jaw. Hines Ward smiled through
What?
collisions that would have knocked others unconscious.
I would say it's like
Breaks
having
a
another
jaw.
producer in the room that knows
Jeez.
exactly
We seen this
what your
too.
song is.
Hey, y'all, let me
This
get an
is
ad block when I
co-producer,
get my
the
song.
fastest.
I either seen this in the last video with y'all or in a different video by myself, but I definitely seen this nigga before.
In 2008, Bengals rookie Keith Rivers learned that the hard way. Rivers was chasing down a play when Ward turned and blindsided him with a legal but brutal block that shattered his jaw. It ended Rivers' rookie season instantly. The hit was so
Rookie
violent.
season? Oh yeah, I'm looking for a new profession. You got me fucked up. Hell no.
The NFL later made it
Send me
illegal.
back to the NCAA or whatever you call the football league.
That's how hard Ward hit. They had to change the rule book. What made it worse was his reaction. Ward stood over him grinning. It wasn't malice, it was his trademark. He was known as the happiest hitter in football.
Nah, that's
Teammates called
scary.
him fearless.
Imagine getting level by a nigga. He come over you. Hell no, that nigga, he's a psychopath.
Opponents called him dirty. But either way, he made an impact, literally. That block sparked an entire debate about whether wide receivers should ever be allowed to hit like linebackers. Ward didn't care. He took pride in being physical in a position that wasn't supposed to be. It was old school football in its purest, most punishing form, and it left more than one defender broken. Ochocinco wakes up in La La Land. Chad Ochocinco was all flash and flare, trash talk, dances, gold jacket.
For your information, I've seen a lot of these already because I like to watch football highlights.
But this
So y'all
moment
know.
silenced everything. During a brutal Bengals-Steelers matchup, Ochocinco cut across the middle for a pass and was met head-on by a defender who had zero interest in celebrity status. The hit was so violent, it looked like a ragdoll glitch in a video game. Ochocinco's body went limp, his helmet twisted sideways, and for a few seconds, it looked bad. Even teammates froze. When he finally got up, he smiled through the pain, but everyone watching knew he was
Hey,
dazed.
that's kind of cool though. His last name Ocho Cinco. 8 is Ocho in Spanish. 5 is Cinco in Spanish. And his number is 5. Hey, that's tough.
That's what made it memorable, his bravado meeting football's reality. He later joked about it, saying he saw colors he didn't know existed. That one-liner became iconic, but the footage says it all. It was a lesson every receiver learns eventually. The middle of the field isn't a stage, it's a minefield. And when you dance in it, there's always someone waiting to turn the lights out. Earl Campbell's headbutt of doom. Before the days of targeting penalties, Earl Campbell was a one-man demolition crew. In the late 1970s, he lowered his helmet and rammed straight into linebacker Isaiah Robertson, sending him flying backward. It wasn't just a collision, it was a human car crash. Campbell didn't run around people, he ran through them. He gave new meaning to the phrase ramming speed. The Oilers star treated defenders like obstacles to be erased. Robertson's helmet nearly spun off his head, and the crowd erupted as if
Man,
witnessing
where's
a
Jersey
gladiator match. Campbell didn't celebrate. He just walked back to the huddle like it was business as usual. That's what made him terrifying. Every run looked like it hurt someone. Today, that hit would draw multiple flags and a fine, but back then, it made highlight reels. It was football at its most raw and
The
reckless.
Oilers. What team is the fucking Oilers? Who used to be the Oilers? This is really, really old. I ain't never heard of the
Campbell
Oilers.
proved you didn't need style or finesse to dominate, just brute strength and the willingness to leave a crater behind every carry. Adrian Wilson's helmet-to-helmet shot. In a league full of hard hitters, Adrian Wilson was built different. During a matchup with the Bills, quarterback Trent Edwards dropped back for a pass and never saw him coming. Wilson launched like a bullet, colliding helmet first into Edwards' chest and
Flag.
chin. The quarterback
Flag. Roughing the passer. Flag. Helmet to helmet. Flag. It's a different time,
down
boy.
instantly, motionless for several seconds. Even Wilson paused, realizing how hard the hit had.
If they would have hit Patrick Mahomes like this, he would have got a felony, and did 10 years in prison. Boy.
It was one of those moments that made the crowd cheer first, then go quiet. Edwards eventually walked off, but he was clearly rattled. That collision became a turning point in discussions about helmet safety. It showed exactly why the NFL would later ban that kind of contact. But in that era, it was seen as pure football. No malice, just impact. Wilson didn't celebrate, didn't flex. He just jogged away, expressionless, like a man clocking out of work. It was the perfect snapshot of early 2000s football. High speed, high stakes, and no regard for tomorrow. Hines Ward crushes Ed Reed. It's rare to see Ed Reed, the most feared safety in football, get flattened, but that's exactly what happened when Hines Ward turned the tables. During a Steelers-Ravens slugfest, Reed was pursuing a play when Ward came
smiling, bro. He's a psychopath. What has he been through?
the blind side and leveled it. The hit was clean, devastating, and personal. Reed popped up quickly, but the damage was done. Even Baltimore's defense, known for violence, had to respect it. Ward made a career out of catching defenders off guard, and this was the exclamation point. The rivalry between these two teams was already intense, but moments like this turned it into mythology. Ward wasn't the fastest or strongest receiver, but he was fearless, and that made him dangerous. This hit symbolized that. Watching a receiver flatten a Hall of Fame safety was unheard of. It didn't just shift momentum, it flipped the script on who got to deliver pain. And for one unforgettable play, the predator became the prey. Tanner Jackson levels Dallas Clark. In 2008, rookie safety Tanner Jackson made his presence known.
He literally took his head off, bro. Dog, this is a crazy hit.
In the most violent way possible. Colts tight end Dallas Clark ran a route across the middle, looking for a routine catch, and instead found himself airborne. Jackson arrived at full speed, lowering his shoulder into Clark's chest
Ooh. I heard he's gonna feel like when he's 70.
with the precision of a sniper.
Bro, he's gonna feel like when he's 50, bro. Oh my
Collision
goodness.
sent Clark's body snapping backward, his helmet jerking off. The crowd gasped.
I ain't never
Commentators
seen that
lost
one.
their voices, and replays turned it into instant folklore. It was one of those hits that looked like it hurt everyone watching. Jackson's timing was perfect. No
Cool.
flag, no hesitation, just pure collision physics. For a rookie, it was the ultimate introduction. Welcome to the NFL, where murder
Who was the rookie? The one that got hit or the one that did the hitting?
is optional. The hit instantly earned Jackson a reputation as a rising enforcer. Clark eventually
Imagine being a seasoned vet getting hit by a rookie like that, bro. You got your stripes snatch your fucking stripes, boy.
got up, shaken, but intact. While Jackson walked away like it was nothing. It was beautiful and brutal at the same time.
snatched
The
your
perfect
stripe.
ending to football's greatest highlight reel of chaos. If you like this video, consider watching this next one, which YouTube thinks you are going to love.
Hey man, we gonna catch that in a different time on a different day. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments below. Who got it the worst? Honestly, bro, I think it was the last dude. If it wasn't the last dude, it was a dude that got hit by two people. It got basically split in half. This dude right here. That looks terrible. That looked like two torn ACLs. Maybe an ankle injury. Fucked up spleen. Boy. I'm gonna catch you niggas in the next one though. Yes sir.